What is up, my jizzin' jack-o'-lanterns? You ready for spawn issue number 155? Let's go. Zara has been let free, and Zara was imprisoned by God because while she was his most loyal angel, she was also one of the most powerful and one of the most crazy ones. Like, this bitch is so crazy that her own madness can manifest itself into a being. Moving on though, if you don't remember, Spawn was looking for the god Kali, the goddess of destruction and death. Spawn finds a man and interrogates him, but the man doesn't say shit, so Spawn just fucking slams his head on a spike, which causes him to get decapitated. The Man of Miracles then arrives and says, "Wow, I see you still haven't learned the value of mercy." And Spawn's like, "You just gonna give me another lecture or actually help me out?" Then the Man of Miracles mentions how these people were not speaking in your tongue, but you still understood them. And he said, that's because of the souls in your body, the voices in your head. You have to listen to them. Then the Man of Miracles leaves after a little bit of conversating about Spawn, doing this and how he cares about people and he has to stop Armageddon, otherwise they'll die. So Spawn's like, "Christopher, get inside me." Well, he doesn't say that because that would have been weird. Christopher's like, "I need to go inside again," and Spawn's like, "Alright, cool," and he just hops inside. He then arrives at these two people in the desert, and they're like, "Are you a hungry ghost?" And he's like, "Nah, my name's Christopher." Christopher eventually drags them out of Spawn's body, and then they ask, "Where the hell are we?" And Spawn's like, "You're on Earth. Now I need to know about Kali. Otherwise, more people are gonna die, so yeah." And then they say, "Alright, I guess we'll enlighten you, but first you need to know about the Hindu version of God." They pretty much explain how much of a savage this god is, how she sucks the blood out of people and bites their goddamn heads off, but she's not actually real, she's a myth. She's a representation of our struggles between ourselves or some shit like that. And Spawn's like, "Well, you should tell her that." So Kali arrives in front of Spawn, and Spawn tells her that her reign of terror is over, essentially. And she's like, "My reign of terror? Everyone I kill is reborn. The people that you kill are consumed into a void." Then we switch back to Kamiko and her fucking grandfather, and he says, "I remember now. I killed you." We move on to a flashback of her and her family before they died, and Kamiko is pretty much arguing with her family because she's dressing like a 2-cent fucking bimbo whore, and she said, "All girls dress like this as long as they're pretty." And then they're like fucking disappointed in her, and her grandfather tries to give her wisdom, but she pretty much fucking roasts his ass, and then she just walks out. You see, her grandfather knew that she was a drug addict, and he knew that she would do anything to get them. So guys obviously take advantage of her because she wants them. So these like thugs are taking advantage of her, right? And her grandfather comes over because he knows his family was samurai, so he has to keep the honor of the family. So this big dude's like, "Hey little man, I hope you have enough energy to fight." And then the old grandfather calls him small and fucking guts the dude with his sword. And then Kamiko jumps in front of him to shield him from the gunmen, and they shoot them both down. Kamiko then remembers this, and she tells her grandfather how she was selfish and shit like that, and her grandfather's like, "Listen, it was my fault. I shouldn't have came there, otherwise we'd still be alive." They know they still have more zombies to kill, so Kamiko creates a badass fucking sword, and they go to kill some zombies. The two twins are talking as they watch the news, and then one of the twins says, "Zombies are lame." And then he says, "Well, your Kali thing didn't even make the news." And then the twin grabs a baseball bat and starts beating his fucking head in. Thing is though, Wanda walks in realizing that this has happened. And that, my friends, wraps up Spawn issue number 155. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't be a pussy. Like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.